It's me, the Rhino, Survival Skills 101 tip of the day. I want to talk about something very important for every prepper to have. I always believe that having bleach is very important in your house, and you can barter that. Well, you know what? The same thing goes for hydrogen peroxide. If we were in a disaster and there were open cuts or wounds or anything like that, hydrogen peroxide could be a lifesaver, especially if you can't get to a doctor. I want to just talk about the varying degrees of hydrogen peroxide. Most of the time in the store, hydrogen peroxide comes in the brown bottle. That equates to 3% hydrogen peroxide, which means that it's been watered down 97%, and you get 3% hydrogen peroxide, and probably the rest is water. And that's enough to disinfect wounds and kill germs. But you know what? It also comes in 15%, and I think it goes all the way up to 35%. And I might be wrong, but I think it's about 35% for food-grade hydrogen peroxide. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, if you did have 35% hydrogen peroxide and you put that on your skin, it would burn your skin bad, and I'm telling you, it would eat it up. I've used it before, and it is a terrible, terrible thing. You don't even want it in your eyes. So hydrogen peroxide is very dangerous at the higher levels. Now, if you wanted to use it as a weapon or something like that, you could certainly do that, and that's why you would have that high of a grade. But if you're just using it for disinfectant and everyday household use, you want to stick to the 3%. Farmers and ranchers typically use that 35% for things around their ranch because they need it to be strong and be a very strong cleaner. So the cool thing about this is that it has various uses, and I mean we could go on and on about the uses, but I'm just going to stick to the primary uses that you could use it for. If you don't have cleaner, it's great for disinfecting. You can use it on cutting boards, you can use it on forks and knives and spoons, and keep things clean like that. Very good as a disinfectant. It's also good as a mouthwash to clean your teeth and disinfect your teeth as well. And like I said before, it also helps you to disinfect wounds and cuts that you might have as abrasions. Now, I have 7 bottles right here. I have double that. I have about 14 different bottles of hydrogen peroxide. The reason I have so much is because it's cheap. It's only like $1 per bottle. If you go down to the dollar store, you can get a bunch. But I'm going to tell you this, just like bleach in a disaster situation, it is going to be worth its weight in gold. So you want to make sure that you have a bunch. Why? So you can trade it with your neighbors. Use it as a bartering tool. You're probably not going to need all of that, but certainly your neighbors will. So be sure you get a lot because it's super cheap. So make sure that you have a lot on hand. Try to get the 3%, and you know, every 3 or 4 years, throw it out, give it away, whatever, and buy some new stuff. Worth its weight in gold. Every prepper should have some.